Thanks a lot for joining us again on TVC Breakfast Saturday. All right, let's talk about our roads, how safe they are, especially during this Ember month period. Well, the Ember months, that's September, October, November, and December, are known for increased road accidents. Of course, this due to various factors, and it's a critical period, essential to take proactive measures to minimize risk and ensure safe travels. The primary cause of accidents during the Ember months include increased travel for holidays and festivities, poor weather conditions such as rain and fog, reduced visibility, increased fatigue, driver error, overloading, and poor vehicle maintenance. To address these issues, the Federal Road Safety Corps has now unveiled a robust strategy to reduce road traffic crashes during the period through enforcement of traffic regulations, promotion of safer driving practices, and educating the public about these matters. And that's what we want to discuss now. We bring in the unit commander, FRSC Isolo Ukokore. Thanks a lot for joining us on the program.
Thank you for having me this morning.
It's a pleasure having you on the show.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And as we have said, it's a crucial period.
Yes.
But you man the Isolo area. Tell us about the peculiarities of, Isolo amidst this discussion on curbing road accidents.
All right. Isolo is densely populated. We have a lot of estates around Isolo, and probably that accounts for the traffic gridlock we usually have around the area. When we came on board, we did road audit around the area, and we discovered some areas where these gridlocks usually happen. Sele Axis, Agora Roundabout, Community, and Apple Junction. Okeafa also. And we have done traffic monitoring along those routes. And recently, we also did traffic count along the routes. What's the essence of the traffic count? To ensure that we know the vehicular movement within peak periods and off-peak periods. And that has advised us on the ways to ensure that we manage traffic within the Ember month.
Managing traffic and doing the traffic count.
Yes.
How have we been able to sensitize residents of that particular area on safety on roads?
All right. With regards to sensitizing the people, we've done robust public enlightenment. Within the area, like I told you, we have a lot of estates. We have this initiative that targets the estates. Virtually every Saturday, we visit one estate or the other to ensure that we sensitize them and to secure their buy-in.
Did you just say every Saturday?
Yes, every Saturday where there are meetings, we schedule them estate by estate. When they have their meetings, estate meetings. So we go to those estates and then we
So is there a program for that today?
No, today we don't have one, but some of our officers are going to some other program also to sensitize the people. And beyond the estates also, we have these initiatives that target some other groups of the society. You know, when we talk about safety generally, the adults are taken into consideration. We've also come to realize that there's a gap between the adults, the teenagers, and the children. And these people are usually also exposed to road traffic crashes. So we've devised initiatives. We have, the first one is called TACT Safety, T-A-C-T. TACT stands for Think and Act Safety. So that's for the teenagers and the youths to ensure that they know what they ought to do at the right time and then do it, so that we discovered teenagers who just pick up the car keys and then they drive without knowing the nitty-gritty of being on the road and the road rules and regulations. Then we also have that which is targeted at children, junior secondary and primary children.
So what's the level of their buy-in?
The feedback has been amazing. It's been wonderful. It's been encouraging.
I'm personally curious about the children. What exactly do you expect from them?
What do you expect from them?
All right.
How do you carry out the sensitization
all right.
children? For
the children, we visit schools. Okay. We have this initiative called Who Will Pay My School Fees? The goal is to talk with these children who are obviously naive when it comes to some of these things. And, children are quite impressionistic. And whatever you teach a child, it stays with the child longer than the time you've taught the child. There are some things we learned way back in primary school that stay with us, some nursery rhymes and all that. So we go to the schools, virtually thrice in a week. We visited about 40 schools within a solo axis. Yes, we talk to the children to advise their parents not to speed, to use their seatbelt, not to do unethical practices on the road. Because if they're involved in road traffic crashes, then who will pay their school fees?
All right. So this is an Isolo initiative,
yes,
or is it a national program?
It is an Isolo initiative supported by the sector commander, Lagos State.
I see. Okay.
So basically, can you just walk us through? It's the Ember month. So when we are talking about safety on road, it's not about Isolo alone.
Yes.
So how is the FRSC? Because you know some road users immediately they see people like you on the road, they are agitated.
They are just.
Why are these people on the road at this time?
Yeah.
What are those safety tips that road users must know at this time?
All right. First, I want to disabuse the minds of road users. FRSC is a very friendly organization. Within this period, we advise road users, if you're traveling, please take care of the cobwebs of defensive driving. If you take care of cobwebs of defensive driving, you will definitely arrive your journey on time. Cobweb stands for, is an acronym that stands for C, stands for coolant, O stands for oil, B stands for blinkers, W stands for wheel, E stands for energy, B stands for brakes, then the S goes for speeding. I don't know why the S comes last, but I think it's probably because it's very important, so it's formed a base. Now, speeding has been discovered to be one of the it's one of the greatest causes of road traffic crashes. So we advise motorists within this period that you shouldn't speed. It's not about overspeeding or underspeeding. Don't speed, because it is better to arrive late than delayed.
I see, from the little research we were able to garner on this Ember month period, we know it's an annual program. Apparently, clarify for us, the thrust this year is also empowering passengers to know their rights.
Yes.
And help speak to that. All
right. The theme of this year's Ember month campaign is Speak Up Against Reckless Driving. Crashes take more passengers' lives than drivers. So it's a holistic approach. It's a shift from the norm to advocacy, ensuring that people understand what they ought to do while on the road, even as passengers, so that they don't get predisposed to road traffic crashes.
But there's usually the issue of don't distract the driver. But of course, this is my life. You are carrying me. You're not carrying an animal, as we always say. So. Yeah. How do we balance it?
All right, so thankfully the Corps Marshal has launched an app. That's the FRSC mobile app. It was launched in September. That's going to be, it comes in handy now to every road user. I will advise every one of us to go download it. Go to FRSC homepage, www.frsc.gov.ng. You download it, or you go to Google Play Store and download the app. With the app, you could report any incident on the road to the FRSC. You just click on it, and then you send your report. Our call center is also embedded there. Our National Traffic Radio is also there, and a whole lot of other devices. Even we have black spots. Black spots tells motorists areas where there are regular occurrence of road traffic crashes. So you could beware before you get to those spots.
There are some things that people would say that I'm not aware when people like you get them arrested. The issue of fake faded plate numbers.
Yes.
It's something that is still battling a lot of Nigerians. And some will even go back and try to retrace the blue. And you have charges for this. So what are those things that Nigerians should know, especially with the plate numbers? And finally, from my own part here, what are those CSRs that you are also doing in Isolo to ensure that a lot of residents in that area are aware with development and happenings in the FRSC?
All right, thank you. With regards to the vehicle plate numbers, number plates, I would advise anyone whose plate number is faded to approach the appropriate authority and apply for a reprint. Because the National Road Traffic Regulation makes it an offense for anyone to alter, make a mark, cover, and otherwise, if you're driving with a faded plate number, it's a traffic offense. So if there's an issue with your plate number, please get back to the appropriate authority.
And what's the fine?
The fine is 3,000 naira.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the danger? Is it the fact that you can't, track the number? What exactly is the
All right,
danger from the point of view of the
The
FRC?
vehicle number plate is a security document, and then it's retro-reflective, especially at night. So when it's faded and light is incident on it, someone else might not be able to see or read out the numbers properly.
I see. His other question had to do with CSR.
All right, so we are doing, all right, on a final note, we are doing a lot with regards to sensitization.
Indeed.
We are taking into bringing up all our stakeholders, everyone who uses the road, who lives around the area, who traverses around the area, to ensure that our policy, our initiatives are carried on. Recently, we are about to do inter-schools, quiz, debates, and spelling bee competition. That's
on road safety?
Yes, road safety. You know, FRSC has a 3-tier operations.
Right.
We have the regular marshals, special marshals, and the road safety club. So that's coming under the platform of the road safety club.
All right, we'll see how it all goes. We apologize, we don't have so much time to talk about professionalism on your parts and the officers, and safety of personnel at this time too is also crucial, but that's the much we can take. We wish you all well during this active period, and thank you very much for your time with us. Unit Commander FRSC is Solo Ukokori. Many thanks again.
Thank you for having me on the show this morning.
Thank you.